Hi everyone. Now we are going to study the question number 4, that is first PUC topic, how to calculate error measurement in a physical quantity from units and dimension chapter. The very first thing what we should know here is what is the definition of error. So in any quantity, let's take x. So the error we represent with delta x. That is the difference between true value and the measured value, reading and the actual value. That difference is called error, or you can also call it as like absolute error. So for every quantity, so there is a true value, there is a measured value. If in case of any device, for any measuring device, the minimum possible error is its least count. Like if you consider meter scale, you are working with meter scale, then the least count is 1 millimeter or zero point 0.1 centimeter, like that screw gauge or vernier calipers. That is the meaning of error in the measurement of a quantity or error in the measurement of a quantity with particular device. Then comes what is mean absolute error, fractional error, and percentage error. As we discussed, if we are measuring a quantity x and we are taking multiple readings just like a laboratory experiment, let's take x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. Now each will have some error delta x1, delta x2, and delta x3, so on. Now the average of all of them, that is delta x equal to delta x1 plus delta x2 plus so on by number. 5 readings means 5, n readings means n. This is called mean absolute error. So mean absolute error means the average of error in each reading. Here they will not mention the true value. The average of x1, x2, all the readings only we have to consider as x. That is true value. Then you will get the error in each measurement like x minus x1 or x1 minus x and x2 minus x or x minus x2. So you will get the delta x1, delta x2. But consider only magnitudes. Then find the average. After finding the average, if you take the ratio of delta x by x, this is called fractional error. How much fraction? And if you multiply the fractional error with 100, this is called percentage error in the given quantity. So this way also they can ask question based on the error measurement. Now sometimes or most of the time they'll ask question like find error for a particular quantity in the given relation, or they can ask based on any relation in physics. Like for example, they have given z equal to 4y cube x by p square something. Then they are asking what is the error measurement in the error in the measurement of p. Then you should not take this equation as it is. Always the equation you have to manipulate first such that the quantity whose percentage error they are asking, that should be left side. Remaining all quantities should be right side. Then take the proportionality and neglect all the constants because there is no change in the constant. After that, the formula how to write is power into percentage error. And same way you can write all the sum of errors in each quantity right side also, like 3 into delta y by y into 100 plus 1 into delta x by x into 100 plus 1 into delta z by z into 100. So this way they can give one particular relation, or else they can ask such that you can choose the relation from physics. It depends. Also, sometimes they will ask you to calculate the error in the measurement of addition and subtraction. In case of addition, subtraction, multiplication, also division. Like when x equal to a plus or minus b, then delta x always delta a plus delta b. A plus b or a minus b, but error is always added. And similar way, when x is a into b, then delta x by x equal to delta a by a plus delta b by b. Similarly, when x is a by b, then also same formula delta x by x equal to delta a by a plus delta b by b. So based on all these things, they can ask questions. Let's see examples so that you will understand better. Like here, the first question, if error in measuring diameter of a circle is 4%, the error in measuring the radius of the circle. So they have given percentage error in the diameter. Percentage error in the diameter means delta d by d into 100. That value they have given as 4%. And they are asking percentage error in the radius means delta r by r into 100. Now what is the radius formula? D by 2. Implies r is proportional to what? D. Both powers are 1. That means delta r by r into 100 equal to delta d by d into 100. So how much is the answer? 4%. So this way you can calculate error measurement. Here they have not given the relation. We have chosen. Sometimes they may give. Even one more question we have where they have not given the relation. The heat generated in a wire depends on resistance, current and time. And this relation comes in current electricity chapter, that is I square R into T, heat energy equal to. And they have given error in the measuring resistance, current and time. They have given 1%, 2%, 1%. Resistance, current and time. Now from this formula, I can write delta H by H into 100 equal to 2 into delta I by I into 100 because power 2 plus delta R by R into 100 plus delta T by T into 100. Now, if you substitute 2 into percentage error in current, they have given as 2 and percentage error in resistance 1. Percentage error in time 1. So what is the answer will come? 6. Like that, very simple questions and damn sure questions, you can do it very easily. Now here, a force F is applied on a square plate of side L. If the percentage error in the determination of L is 2%, L is side length, and that in F is 4%. What is the permissible error in area? Sorry, pressure. Now you should know the formula for pressure because they are asking for pressure. Pressure equal to force by area. And here force by area means L square. L is side length because square means L square. Now if you take the percentage errors, delta P by P into 100 equal to delta F by F into 100 plus 2 into delta L by L into 100. So now they have given each value. Delta F by F into 100 is 4. 2 into delta L by L is 2. So that what is the answer you will get it? 8%. Now one question based on addition, I think. So the length of a rod is, they have given the length of one rod. How much? 11.05 plus or minus 0.2. This is the value, this is the error. Means this value is nothing but delta L. What is the length of the two rods? So the length of the two rods means L plus L. So addition. Addition means What is the value? 11.05 plus 11.05. How much it will become? 23. Sorry, 22.1. Now, what is the error is delta L plus delta L. What is the error? 0.2 plus 0.2. How much? 0.4. Now, the value what I can write, capital L value, capital L equal to 22.1 plus or minus 0.4. I think they have given the wrong answer. Please correct it. It should be 0.4. Now, one last and final question. A body travels uniformly a distance of 13.8 plus or minus 2 in a time. The velocity of the body within error limits is. They have given distance. That is 13.8 plus or minus 0.2. So this is delta S. Now, in a time t equal to 4 plus or minus 0.3. This is delta t. Now velocity they are asking, velocity equal to displacement by time. Now what is the thing will become? Delta V by V equal to delta S by S uh, plus delta T by T. So here they are asking velocity. First we have to find velocity. Then we have to find error. Now velocity means the formula is V equal to S by T. Now V equal to S is 13.8 by 4. Calculate it. Then delta V means delta S by S plus delta T by T into V. We have delta S, delta T, all the values. Then you will get delta V. Then the final answer will become V plus or minus delta V. So it is based on division. So like that, the question can be asked based on division or multiplication, addition, subtraction, or any known relation or any given relation, whatever it is. But one of the easy and simple question, and you can do it very easily, and one of the damn sure question. So either they will give most of the times from error analysis or dimension analysis. Any one question they will give in the entrance from units and dimension chapters. So for your practice, I have given few questions, 5 questions. So please try to solve them. So thank you so much. We'll continue in the coming lecture.